we start with sales. Okay, we'll move to influence a little bit later, but we start with sales. Okay, and everything that I'm building right now is still a context. Until lunch, you're going to get a lot of context, which might be a little boring until we start getting into practice. But it's a concept that for so many people, people just don't understand that or never thought about it. As I said before, you all spend all your time, money, effort on anything in your business except on the offer. So we need to give you a little bit of context before we can go into the practicalities. So if we're talking about the sales, there are 3 essential things that you must uphold to. 3 principles, if you want, that you must know and implement in order to succeed in sales. 3 of them. I call them the 3 I's. Okay, the 3 I's. So there will be I1, I2, and I3. Okay. The first one and probably the most important is what we call integrity. Integrity. This is where people fall, and that's why most people are not doing sales or not doing sales very well. Because most people connecting sales to this picture of this, kind of a second-hand car salesman that is about cunningness, about being cunning. It's about lying. It's about manipulating. It's about forcing people. There's all kinds of connotations that we have for sales for 2 main reasons. One reason is that you tried sales before, and you were doing all this in order to get the sales, and you just hated yourself for that. It happens to a lot of people, especially when you're young and students, and maybe you do a teleselling, or maybe you do selling door-to-door. It's not existing so much more as it used to be, but it used to be a big thing for students. So that can be one thing. It can be that you were a victim for this type of sales. Okay? And some of you maybe were, probably that's a third, but it's not a big population, that somebody knocks on the door, and your mother says, if it's a salesperson, don't open the door for them, or with the telesales. So we have this connotation about sales and salespeople, which is actually very, very wrong, but that's what we have. Okay? I believe it's wrong. I believe that if you come to sales, you need to come from a place of integrity, and I will explain you exactly what I mean by integrity and what you need to do. Okay? But it needs to come from a place where you have something to, or somehow you have to serve your prospects, your clients, your market. So what does integrity means? First of all, please write this list down. It's really important. Many people fall there, and that's why they feel that sales is bad. Okay? You need to offer only product or service that you believe in it 100%. And it's easier when it's your product or service, but a lot of salespeople are selling anything. Basically, that's what they will say. If you're a good salesperson, you can sell anything, which is true. You can, but you shouldn't. You just shouldn't. I don't care. You can sell toilet bowls as long as you believe that this is the best thing that you can offer to your prospects or market. If you are really believing, that this is the best thing that you can offer, then that's sales with integrity. If you think, I wouldn't actually buy that, then just don't sell it. And I really want you to take a look at your business. And again, I told you this weekend might be confronting. I want you to look at your business, at your product or services. Okay? I can tell you from my own experience, I'm not proud of it, but I can tell you to be very honest and transparent and put it out there, is that not all of our products used to be, the best that we could. Or even if the product was, maybe we didn't over-deliver this is important for us to be able to over-deliver. And those products died. Well, were not died, they were murdered aggressively by me. Because I don't know in advance, I'm trying something new, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. If I still believe in it, I will just correct it and fix it and upgrade it until it's where it should be. Those of you that have been to the Business Bootcamp, we're giving Business Bootcamp for 7 years now, and every Business Bootcamp is a little bit different, hopefully a little bit better. Okay, not because it was bad from the beginning, but I won't be able to stand in front of 1,000 people if this product will not be the best that I can at that moment. Does that make sense? But there were products that, they were not. And when I realized that, and people maybe even loved them, we had products that we killed, although people loved it, because I knew that there is not 100% in there. There's only 90 or 80 or 70. And I couldn't live with myself. This is the integrity. When you have that, you don't need to tell that to people. You never heard that from me. But probably you could feel. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You're already quite advanced. You paid with us a lot of money. You felt that the products are right for you. Does that make sense? Okay, so you need to make sure that you only sell products that you believe in them 100%. And I want to emphasize that. Okay, this is the most important. Okay, this is the most important. If there's any doubt in your mind that your product or service is the best thing that you can offer, either change it, fix it, or stop it. It's okay. You have enough in your brain to be able to give something else. Sometimes it's good to kill what there is. Okay, Apple is very good at that. They will kill the product every 6 months and bring something better to the market. They have it from a different reason, okay? But they're doing it, and it's a very good example to remember. Okay, and you will see us doing it now as we are living and we are having less and less time for give all those amount of trainings. You will see that we're doing it more and more. We will pick up those trainings that we think that's it, and we'll just find a way to deliver them in another way or to kill them, and we'll just focus on what is still needed for us to be present for that. So that's the first thing. The second thing, okay, you only offer, we're still in integrity. The only thing you offer is, you only offer that to those that can really benefit from this product or service. You only offer it to those that could really benefit from that. That's why we're insisting so much that we want to work with entrepreneurs that already have a business, and we want to work with entrepreneurs that already have a business for a while, if possible. Why? Because this can benefit them more than those people that, oh, maybe I will have a business. And I know that in every business bootcamp there will be some kids or some student or some people that, yeah, well, maybe interesting to one day, or I just come for the energy, because we cannot filter them before the business bootcamp, because it's free. But after that, we are very strict on that. When we did the 10X mentoring, and we did it for 2 groups for a year, and we actually said you need to have a business that is above 250,000 euros, that generates above 250,000 euros, and we had some other conditions, and we would not give that to people without. I have a very, very good friend in Israel that could really, she thought that he could really use this training, and she asked me to participate, and I said, I'm not going to let you participate in it, because it's not, you're not in a position to benefit from it as much as it could. So you need to really stand for that. And I don't know if any one of you had the chance or had let's call it the chance to sit with me in my office in the business bootcamp, and or in any other training, and to ask to do a certain training, and I was talking to you, and I would say at one point, no, it's not for you. Come when you're ready, because there are people like that. There's actually a guy that for 6 years I refused every single time he wanted to do a training with us, not because he wasn't ready, but because he did with us quite a few trainings before, and I didn't see a difference in his business. I didn't see a difference in his life. So I said, until I see facts, proof that you're actually using what we're teaching you, there's no point for you to come to the next training. And it's 4,000 or 5,000 euros that I'm throwing down the drain, but that's integrity. Does that make sense? Okay, please remember that. Offer it only to those that can really benefit from that, and it's your job to qualify them. We'll talk about during the training. Okay, on the next part of it, you only offer the quantity. If it has something with quantity, your product, you only offer the quantity that they need. And I always say this, I think you heard from me this example, usually in the business bootcamp, when I tell you, let's say that I have a cure for cancer, and the cure for cancer is to drink those 6 bottles of something for me in order to get cure from cancer. Then my moral obligation is to go to everyone that has cancer and to sit on their lap and to bang their head in the wall until they get it, that they need that. That's my moral obligation. That's sales. Okay? Sales is actually a moral obligation to give them what they need. But it's also my moral obligation, if they say 4, to tell them, no, you need 6, and not to let them go until they buy 6. But if they say, I want 9, to tell them, no, you only use 6. And I do that. In our trainings, we do that all the time. Okay, we make sure that people get what they need, and not more than that, no less. So this is another integrity. The next one, you need to make sure that you clearly and truthfully communicate about your training, and we'll talk about it in the second I in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to keep it short. But it's your responsibility, if your integrity, is to make sure that you communicate exactly, truthfully what it is and what it isn't. Okay? That's the problem many times when we have with sales, is that, especially the American salespeople, that they're going to hype. And I will use hype also, as long as I believe that it's true. Okay? But you don't promise stuff that your product cannot do, or that you cannot deliver. So you need to communicate the right way, but we'll talk about it in the next I. And the last thing, and this is difficult, and I must say, I sometimes fuck it up, and that's not feeling very well when I fuck it up, but you need to keep your promises. Okay? You need to keep your promises. If you promise that this is going to do something or that they're going to get that, then make sure that you keep your promises. And because I'm making so many offers on the spot, on the fly, that one of the reasons why we're successful is I'm offering all the time stuff, and I'm offering to fit the people. And if I see a group of people and I think what will get them over the head to make a decision will be something like that, I'm just saying it wasn't written anywhere. And then today I have a team that makes sure they write it down, they keep notes, and they remind me. But I used to fall more into that than not keeping my promises, and that's not in integrity. So make sure that whatever you promise, you keep it. Is that okay? Yes. Cool. So that's the first I, integrity. Okay, that's integrity. The next one is inform. Okay, in order to work in integrity with sale, what's essential for sale is that you need to inform. Is your offer great? If your offer is great and you did your marketing right, then selling becomes one thing and one thing only, giving people information. Okay, if your offer is great and you did your marketing right, you don't have to do any more than telling them, hey, there's an offer, this is where you get it, this is what you get for it. That's pretty much it. It's just information, nothing more. So, for example, I go back to this example because it's a great example. It's very different than what you participated with. Actually, we have a 10x. Renee is a 10xer. And Ivo is a 10xer. And Lilu is a 10xer. So we have 3 people here that actually people pay 25,000 euros for that. So you can check them if anything that I'm saying is not fitting with what their experience is. But that is a very, very good example because it was about sales. There was no marketing in that. Nobody knew about that except people that were in trainings. And I would stand and say, hey guys, if you are having a business that is 250,000 euros and more, and if you're willing to get me as a mentor, which means that I'm going to kick your ass for a whole year, and you're willing to trust me with whatever I have to give it to you, and if you're willing and able to pay me 25,000 euros for that, only then I want you to come and I will tell you a little bit about the program. And I will get in every training anywhere from 5 to 20 people coming here, and I would ask them one by one, how much is your business making? 400,000, 600,000, 100,000. Go away, it's not for you. Okay? And only when I make sure that all those people are really fitting the criteria, I would ask them the same question. If that's right for you, can you and are you willing to afford or invest 25,000 euros in having me as your mentor? And if anybody said, I'm not sure, I want first to hear about it, I would say, that's not how it works. Go away. And only when I had those right people, now I had an offer for them. And I told them, listen, guys, you're going to give me 25,000 euros and you're going to get me as a mentor for you for the next year, which includes a few things. It doesn't matter right now. Okay, so then the offer was very clear. There was no really marketing. We didn't do anything except that. But then the sales process continued for quite a while because we did interview with Ver, the interview with me. We made sure that it's the right people for not just for the program, but also for the group because the groups were very small. And that was just giving information. It wasn't, they came to the interview with me, and I told them, and asked them for that, I told them, in the program, there is no curriculum. I'm not going to teach you anything. Some people never even did with us anything except the business bootcamp. Okay, some people did all the trainings with us. I said, but I'm not going to teach you anything. I'm going to work on your business, and we're going to ask you, what's the challenge? What stops you right now from 10x your business? 10x is 10 times, right? What's going to stop you? And we're going to work on that. And if I need to teach you something, it will be taught specifically for you when the rest of the people are listening. But there's not going to be a curriculum for that. Okay? And I told them I'm not going to be nice. Okay, I'm really nice usually when I'm like this. I'm not going to be nice. If I think that your goals are too low, I'm going to let you know. If I think that your goals are too high, I'm going to let you know. You choose what you want. It's your business. But I'm going to tell you. And if I will need to push you, kick your ass, whatever it is, I will do. And, I did. I liked it. For me, it's a nice part of the job. But so there was no need to sell anything. Basically, they came to the interview. What was the first question I asked you? You remember, Ivo? Or Renee? What did I tell you? You have 30 seconds to... Actually, I gave you 2 minutes. 2 minutes? No. You need to tell me why I should take you. Remember? You have 2 minutes to convince me that I should take you. How many of you would like to have a prospect comes to you and they need to convince you to take them and to take their money? Anybody would like to do that? I'll show you how to do that this weekend. Okay? That's sales. Okay? That's sales, and that's basically giving information. You don't need to sell anything to those people. They need to sell themselves. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's the second one. That's the inform. The last one, the last I, anybody can guess? You already heard that word before? Not implementation. What is important in sales? We're talking about the offer. Irresistible. Is it double R? No, my brain is wrong. Irresistible offer. I will not allow you, any one of you after this training, to give any offer that is not irresistible. Some of them will be big, some of them will be small. But every offer you need to ask yourself, is it irresistible? We'll talk about it, but just to give you a very quick about that, what does it mean, an irresistible offer? Is an offer that people should, if they don't take it, they should go home and feel really stupid. Okay? And I don't know if any one of you came to the business bootcamp, felt that you're really stupid not to take that offer, and then came up to the next business bootcamp and took it. Anybody like that? Just for me to check? All right. By the way, this is a unique situation because in most cases, there won't be a second chance. Right? So then the feeling of stupid should be much stronger. Okay, and we do that. Okay, we do that in trainings, and you need to do that in your business too. So let me show you how an irresistible offer or how an offer works. Okay? We'll start with the part of the offer, and then we'll make it into irresistible offer. So, offer. Offer is a simple mathematical equation. I know that some of you are seeing math, and you're getting kind of confused or dazed or whatever it is checking out. It's very, very simple. Okay? Offer is what I, as a client, what I get, divided by what I... Yeah. It can be what I give, what I pay in business, but remember, this can be for anything, so we can keep it to what I give. Because if you want to give your kid an offer, and the end result needs to be that they organize the room, then this is what they get, this is what they need to give. Okay? It's not what they need to pay. They will need to give what? Organize my room, or clean my room. Right? That's what they will have to get. So give or pay, that's what will be there. Okay? So, let's take a look at that for a moment. I want to make this offer better and better. You want to make this offer better and better for your clients and prospects. Does that make sense? The better the offer, the more chances they will actually buy it. Is that clear? Okay. Now, I'm going to talk right now about business, so I'm going to talk about clients, but please, if you need to convince your kids to do something, your husband, wife, people in your trainings, in your clients to do something, it's exactly the same thing. You need to make this bigger. So what do they get? Needs to be bigger. So give me some example. How can you get them something that is better than what they would get usually? Yeah, over-deliver is a possibility. Guys, let's make it very, very simple. If this is what you normally get for the 20 euros that it costs, 25 euros, if I will give you this and this for the same price, or I give you 2 of those, let's say that it's interesting to get 2 of those, then the offer becomes better, right? Because this part is bigger, right? That's one way to make the offer bigger. Another way to make the offer bigger is to make that smaller, right? What they pay or what they have to give to make it smaller can be done with a discount, for example, right? If you tell them the price is lower, then that's a discount. So for example, in Open Circles here, when we want to make this higher in the business bootcamp, we actually tell you, listen, you pay for a training this amount, but we'll give you 2 more trainings for the same price, right? So you get what we call the crazy bonus. That makes it higher, right? If we want in other trainings, like when you signed for the business university, we told you the price of the business university is this, but if you choose for it now, I'm going to give you a discount, so less price. So then we took this down, right? So what we want to do is to make sure that this goes up and this goes down. Irresistible offer is when, or great offer is when you make this up and this go down. That's a great offer. Is that clear? Yes. Is that clear, guys, the math of it? All right, irresistible offer is when this becomes as small as possible, preferably 0. I don't know if you get the math for that, but anything divided by 0 is, yeah, on the calculator it will say error. It's not error, it's just infinity. Okay, it's just a number that is too big for the computer to show, in a way. Okay, so irresistible offer is making this big and making this so small that it's, yeah, just ridiculous. Now, that doesn't have to be in price. Okay, we still charge you for irresistible offer 4,000 euros. Okay, but we take away every risk possible with that, so this offer will become irresistible. So that's basically what we're talking about. That. Now, not every irresistible offer works because it needs to be irresistible to them. And that's where many people make a mistake. Even after they understand the principle, they make a irresistible offer, but the irresistible offer is from their own perspective, right? From their own eyes. Okay? So when we offer in the business bootcamp what we call the crazy bonus package, when we offer you trade trainings for 3,500 or 4,000 euros, that's a great offer. Not everybody takes it. Okay, some people can't afford it, and some people don't see the benefit in that. That's okay. But we have enough percentage in order to run a business just based on that. Okay, a big business, millions of euros a year, business based on that specific offer. And we're pretty good at that. You saw us getting people to run to the back, and that only happens when the offer is irresistible. But it's not always like that. Okay? There were offers that I believed was very irresistible, way better than this, and people just didn't take them. I'm going to give you just one example, but trust me, I have a file full of that. Okay? A few years ago, we developed a training which we called Business Campus. Okay? And the idea was that we will give a masterclass every month, I think about 10 a year, and usually these masterclasses will cost about 1,000 euros for the day, or 500 to 1,000, depends. And we said, listen, if you will buy all of it, all the Business Campus, all of those, we'll charge you 975. So for 975, you come for 10 specific trainings that we developed, and they were very interesting, and some of you probably have them this way or another, maybe as physical products, but we had them. So we had the how to do video marketing masterclass, we had the blogging masterclass, we had the social media masterclass, we had networking masterclass. So those were very specific, very specialized, with lots and lots of practical information. How do you do that? The material is fantastic. And I think that our goal was we booked the room for 1,000 people. We thought that within 2 months we will fill up with 1,000 people. We worked really hard to get 133 people for that, really hard. And after that, every time we got 6 more or 8 more, and we couldn't get it. I mean, the offer was, in my opinion, absolutely irresistible. Money was not the issue. I couldn't believe that people can't afford. We gave them 97 euros a month. It cannot be that people, it was offered to people that did with us trainings for thousands of euros. How come 97 euros is too much? And for the value, I mean, if you get 6-7 hours just about social media and you know everything how to do about it, you should be, in my opinion, you should be an idiot not to take that. And people decided that they prefer to be an idiot and not to take that. And I couldn't get that until we started asking. And what for people in their perspective, it wasn't the money. It was, I need to come to New Echaim every month for a day in the middle of the week. That's too much for me. The price was not about the money, was about I need to commit in advance to come once a month for a day in the middle of the week. We couldn't get that, okay, until we asked. So what looked to us as an irresistible offer was absolutely resistible offer, okay, which many of you are doing it. It's amazing how many times I'm hearing offers that people are giving, and I say, irresistible offer is an offer that people should be very, very hard for them to say no to it, and very, very easy to say yes to it. And most people that I meet, most of our students, are putting offers out there that is so easy to say no, and so difficult to say yes, that is no wonder why they're struggling all the time. So what I want to share with you this weekend at one point or another is how to actually make that so you get it, you get from people. And sometimes you will still fuck it up, like I did. But you get better and better at finding out what is important for people. You learn how to ask the question. And then when you offer something, people run to the back and take it. This is whatever run to the back means. Does that make sense?